Welcome back to Sri Lanka. Here we are, and it is still January. Um, I checked the contract board one time, and I noticed there was a cultivating contract on field 43 for a little bit of money. And if you couldn't tell, field 43, it's for Ben. Ben's actually our neighbor, but field 43 up here, it's right by our property, and ideally, moving in the future for expansion, uh, field 43 would be nice and 47. So I was kind of talking with Ben and told him I'd knock out that cultivating for him. And we were just chatting it up, and he was saying how he's getting ready to finish up his farming career, and he's going to move back to the city to be closer to his kids and grandkids. So I just figured we'd take care of this for him, try to get in his good graces for when he looks to sell. But we've done a lot of cultivating and a lot of cultivating contracts, especially not a lot on our field. So I'm just gonna knock this one out quick, and then we'll really start getting into it. And I just finished up that field for Ben. I'm just gonna return his equipment to him. I think he wanted it parked around back. Just watch this. Perfect. So yeah, Ben's got a trampoline. His grandkids must come visit. Anyways, okay. So let's go chat with Ben and see what he has to say. Alright. Appreciate it, Ben. Thanks. Okay. Just got done chatting it up with Ben. Gave him his equipment back. I told him, don't need to worry about paying me for cultivating it. We didn't have much else going on, and he wouldn't take no for an answer. So he still gave us a little bit of money. Not going to complain. But we're just going to walk on home, and I think that's going to be it for today. Ugh. Well, good morning. Right. Loan was at $100 and property maintenance 137. So not too bad getting done, and we got ourselves a beautiful sunny February morning. Still nothing to be done from the fields, and let me see. Harvest time for barley, which we planted, is in June. So we still got quite a bit of time, and nothing left for us to do with that, but it's all right. We got another set of eggs here, so that's good. And I believe we're gonna have to top off their feed. Yep. So let's just start off our day with that. Get these chickens fed. A lot of work they are. Figure out the next move. And those guys didn't take too much wheat, so got them filled up. Load this back into here. So that is good. They're good to go. So let's see if Walter has any work for us to do. And if not, I think I have a plan. So
Well, hello there.
what's up, Walter? Can I help you with something?
I am old, but not lazy. I've already done some work. You could ask your neighbors, though.
Alright, no worries. Well, I appreciate that. Well, nothing from Walter. So, one thing I was considering is we have this empty space back here. It's not a lot of room, but there's nothing here. And if we removed these trees, which I know we just did some lumbering stuff last month, well, 2 months ago now. But if we remove these trees, we'll have a little extra land, and we can either maybe put in a greenhouse, or we can make a small grass field in this area. The nice thing about a grass field is we will be getting cows. I know it feels like a long ways away, but we will be getting cows, and they are going to need hay. This is a small field, but I don't know. So we can consider that. It would be quite the project to haul this stuff all the way on their own. And these little guys here, but it'd give us more to do, that's for sure. So, something to consider. I don't know. Let's see if there's anybody else that has anything so we can think on it a little bit. We don't have a lot of money right now. Selling the lumber would give us a little bit of cash, but not much. And then on top of that, we'd have to get a plow and things to make a new field. I don't know. We'll see. And as of right now, there are no contracts. So I am just going to get going lumbering. We're gonna try our way at a lumberjack and see if we can get these chopped down. So yeah, let's just jump into it. I figured we'd start with the little guy here and see what how we can do this. So that's done. Boy. Perfect. Okay, we got those little ones removed. I feel kind of guilty getting rid of this big one. I really don't want to. And I don't think I'm going to. We would have enough. We could make a very small grass field here. It would be very small. So I'm not sure if it would be worth it. I just don't know. I'll think about it while I haul these little pieces off. We'll hop in the truck and get them loaded up. I just don't see how this big of a grass field would be of any help. But every little bit helps. I don't know. But we'll just get rid of those pieces for now, and we'll have it opened up for later. Just do it once over real quick, making sure we didn't leave any pieces behind. And while I was loading that up, I figured I don't think this needs to be a grass field. There won't be a lot of room. We could end up putting a greenhouse here eventually, and then on top of that, there'll be other things we'll need here. We can put in a small sugar mill here when we get to that point, and things like that. So I think I'm just going to turn this into a little production type area. But let's get this strapped down and check these. Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. So we will drop this off over at the plant down the road. It's nice. We're not going to make hardly any money from this, but it's better than paying a dump fee to haul these off. So I'm going to mosey down there, get these sold off, and then we'll have ourselves a day. All right, got that dropped off. 400 bucks. Not too bad. Covered our loan for the month. And mosey back. One thing I'm gonna check out is I want to look at the crops and their growth and harvesting seasons. Just keep in mind I'm new to this. I left home and just jumped into this head first without a whole lot of preparation. So let's take a peek at that. Okay, so yes, grass would be nice because that is something that we can harvest all year round, then it grows. Um, I know that. So barley can be harvested in June, oats in July, and yeah, that's about it. So just looking because we have two fields. One, we're gonna have to rotate crops anyways, but since we planted barley on both, so neither one of those can be barley. But if we did one oats, ooh, oats is in April, so that's not good. Didn't plan that out real well, but that's why we're looking at this now. So oats and wheat. Wheat is in September, and canola's in August. So I think we'll try to stagger those only because it'll give us more stuff to do. Their harvesting months are the same. So we'll still have to wait the same amount of time. I don't know, just something I'm trying to be cognizant of to make sure we're always bringing in some sort of income and making sure we got stuff to do here. But that's it right now. And let's see. Small allergies. I wouldn't mind checking the prices on eggs. All right, eggs go for a good amount, so good to know. Uh, they're on a decline though. Their peak was in November. We didn't really have many to sell. I'm not gonna sell them now, and that's good to keep in mind. So these are the chocolate prices, which we will get to one day. One day. These right here are the greenhouses I was talking about. We can get one of these installed. It's 9,000. So we don't have the money right now, but a contract or two and we would. We also need water to fill it though. And a water tank I think was 6,000. So a total investment of $15,000 to really get going on that. And these bigger ones, it just puts out more product. So something we can keep in mind, this $3,000 one is only for rice saplings, which we do not need. But the $9,000 one, we can grow strawberry and peppers and all that. Just another way to have a little extra income coming in. And yeah, or we can do a mushroom house. Same thing though, they would need water. So again, either way it'll be 15 grand. So just wanted to check in on that. So I picked up a contract from the shop. Someone had this posted. It is a contract for seeding. So I have some extra seeds left over at the barn. So I'm going to pick up this equipment. I told them I'd use my seeds. And it's a field a little ways away, but pays good. So I'm going to get this taken over to the shop, fill it up with seeds, and then from there we will go to the field, get this all planted, and have us a little extra cash. Only took 400 liters. That was the capacity of this. So I'm not sure how much we can get through. I'm hoping it'll cover the whole field, that we don't have to go back and forth. But if we do, we do. So we're just gonna head on over to his field and get cracking on this. Hoping it won't take too long. Go from there. With this contract though, we'd be not quite. We'd have enough to buy a greenhouse. We just wouldn't have enough to fill it up with water, so there wouldn't be a point. And we also have to save up for our loan payments and whatnot. So we'll see. This is just a slow month. It's wintertime. That's just how it is. Definitely looking forward to spring. There should be some good contracts for harvesting, and two, we can finally get into our own field, get some work done. Trust the process. Whoa! They were coming right for us. Avoided a disaster. But perfect timing, just got to the field. Let's get this all ready to go. And oh, that's some pretty good spread, so that's good. So let's get this set up and then we'll get into seating. Alrighty, just finished up that. It was a long seed, but it's good. It's all wrapped up, it's all done. So I'm gonna run this back to our place and unload the seeds, since we're the one that purchased them. I'll unload them and then we will get this drop back off and collect our money. Just got back from returning the equipment. I got the seeds kind of stacked up how they need to go. So that being said, we're sitting at $13,000 and down to 20,000. And yeah, I mean, February is a short month, so not a leap year this year. So I think, yeah, I think it's just time to chill and see what next month brings. All right, here we are in March. Beautiful March. And yeah, same daily routine. Check in on the chicken feed. They're good. Oh, sounds like there is a bee around. But there is absolutely nothing for us to do here on the farm. Unfortunately, I know there's going to be some seeding contracts. Well, unfortunately, with not much else to do here, we're once again gonna have to head back to the shop, see if there's anybody that's hiring on the board, and go from there. This winter was a long winter. I'm powering through, but man, I'm starting to question if I made the right choice moving out here, because it is quite the grind. Good news is we're getting our loan paid down, so we'll power through. And there was a guy who needed some more rocks removed, really close to the shop. It's not a lot of money, but it was so close and it's such an easy gig that I figured I'd take care of it quick. It's just up here, and yeah, I guess we will quite literally bang this one out. And that wasn't so bad. Get this returned, collect our money. Ah. Slowly make it through March. That's the plan. Let's take a gander at what the price of a cow pasture would be. Yeah, looking at these, there's nothing in our price range yet. But we're getting there, because ideally we need to get those going ASAP. Like, I think this would be a good area if we could plot that out here. I know we talked about a greenhouse as well, but plot out a good area for the cows to go in here and get rolling on that. Even it's gonna take us a little bit before we get the sugar, but we can start selling off milk and whatnot too. So something we can keep in mind. But let me just keep chugging along, and I'm gonna just try to grind out some money. And I figured I'd give people some time to get into the shop and post up their jobs that they needed done. So just been hanging around the farm. I'm gonna top off some food, and we will go from there. Hopefully somebody's got something posted. If Katie had one of those high value contracts for us again this today. We could get out of debt. That'd be nice. Be out of debt this month, but it's just not looking good. Put this back. Go from there. Well, we got three basket of eggs now on there. Man, I think I expected way too much out of those chickens. It's all good. Well, Walter came through for us once again. He has 2 fields that need some fertilizer thrown down. So, I'm going to take care of this for him. Probably have to buy a couple more bags. That's alright. So I'm going to go to the store, pick up a couple more bags of fertilizer, then I'll get going on that. Well, we only got 54% full. I'm gonna hope that this will be close to enough. A little skeptical, but yeah, I guess we'll see. So I'm gonna head up to this small field first. It's closer, that way in case we do need more, we can run back to the shop quick before we get to the other one. Then we'll do one far away. And just the way it looks now, I'm gonna be in debt a little bit longer, but we're getting there. Once we start getting our money in, man, we'll be sitting all right. Oh, this has a very wide spread. Holy smokes. This is gonna take us 2 passes. This is a very wide spread. All right. And 1 field down, 1 to go. And got to the field. This one will also be down and back. Gonna try to... Oops, went a little too far over. Here we go. Make this one as efficient as possible. Yeah. So, kind of planning out my future here. Ultimate goal is to sell chocolate. 100%. Once we get out of debt, we're still going to have to be putting up money. There's a couple options. We'll have to put some upfront costs, but we can get a greenhouse. Just start getting some funds put up. I would like to get the cows as soon as possible because then we can just start producing milk and selling the milk as well. We're going to have some crops coming in. We have to put up money to get the equipment so that way we can start doing the sugar beets or the sugar cane, whichever we decide. And yeah, so get those. Then there's some other production sites we're going to need to purchase for the sugar making. We'll need a sugar mill, and it's going to be a challenge, which is all good. But short term, getting out of debt next month and getting some sort of money making production added, and like the easiest is going to be the greenhouse. So I think that's kind of what we're looking at. We'll get one of those put up in that little area I was talking about. The chickens, probably end up expanding the chickens. I'm kind of attached to them. I know they don't do a lot for us, but they're not taking a lot from us either. The amount of food they go through is almost negligible to what we bring in. So we got that harvest coming up. It's going to be a lot better than the previous one. We got 2 fields, and we were able to do a lot more prep work on them. So we'll get quite a bit of money out of that, and that's in June. So June time, we're gonna be going places. But perfect timing, just finishing up this contract. So I'm gonna go return all this to Walter, and collect from him and see where we stand. 9,000 more dollars and we're out of debt. And it won't even matter if we're only at right at 20,000. If we can make 9,000 more and have $500 left over, that's fine because we won't have the interest payment anymore. There's nothing that sounds appealing at the shop. Yeah, if you look, there it is. 20,000 left on the loan. Okay, let's see what we have for contracts once more. There is just absolutely nothing for me to do. So I know it's about to get super busy. Springtime coming up. And I think I'm just going to take the moment. It's March. Watch some college basketball. Relax. And then we'll be ready to get after it come April. That being said, let's just hop into here. 10,000 left. We will be paying this off in April. We don't have a choice. Let's just take it easy, watch some basketball, and get through this month. Here we are. Welcome into April. Okay. Ah, yes, the grass is turning green again. This is great. Not sure why this isn't growing right. Let's see what we can do about that. Because we can mow this down as well. And turn all, just mow it down. Get a little, turn into hay. Have something to sell. Yeah, I don't know why that patch didn't grow. I'll have to check that out. But everything's turning green. And I think we're going to start seeing some of this green in our bank account. That's what's happening this month. So, chickens are still chickening. Walter is still waltering. And we are still desperate for money. Well, the work is just not looking too good. But I said I was getting out of debt in April. So that's what I'm going to do. Doesn't matter what it is, we're taking it. So the first thing we'll be doing this month is mowing. Gonna knock out a couple of fields. These are actually for Walter again. So this man must have made some smart investments for his money. I know he says he does a lot of his own work, but doesn't seem to leave my place very much. Oops, took the wrong turn. Doesn't seem to leave my place very much. And he's always got money to pay me to do work for him. So, I mean, kudos to him. I know he's probably lived quite the life. But it'd be nice to be that well off. I'm going to get over to this one field and get started. And we made it. Just getting this bad boy fired up. This is a really small field. That's good. It should not take us long at all. So, crack-a-lackin'. And that is one field down. Heading to the next one. I'm enjoying this journey. Oh, and that's nice. Driving by, I just noticed the dead weeds finally withered off and completely went away from our field. So, it looks so good. And I'm really looking forward to this harvest. I can't wait. 2 more months. And the only unfortunate part of it all is, well, the peak sell price isn't until January again. So, might make some exceptions though. We'll see. really just want to get the ball rolling on some things. It's all good. I mean, it may not seem like I'm doing a whole lot, but I have made over $75,000 because we've made purchases and we've paid off that much in loans. So it's we're not even on a year yet, but we've made quite a bit of money. So just something that I keep reminding myself is that I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good, and soon it's all gonna be worth it. But for now, I'm just gonna relax and get some mowing done. And we got all this folded back up. Mowing is done, so we're gonna go get this returned to Walter. So finished up mowing for Walter, collected some money, just talking to him a little bit, and he was telling me that in the town there's a man named David, and David's kind of known for his animal farming and whatnot. He does some cows and sheep, and David said I might want to give him a ring, see if there's anything we can help him with at his property. And basically he was saying we would maybe be able to learn a thing or two for when we get our cows going, because I really know nothing about them. I just know they need a place to graze and eat and sleep. So I'm gonna go see if David's around and see if we can see what we can learn from him, and if he's got any work for us, because the contracts still aren't that appealing, and we can learn some things and make some money. So I'm gonna mosey on over there. All right, here we are, and it looks like David's outside, so let's see what he's got to say.
Welcome to the neighborhood. Saw you moving in the other day.
Yeah.
I'm new here too. I came here almost 2 years ago, so I'm still a newbie in the eyes of the townfolk, and probably will be for a long time. Especially since I don't have a farming background and came from the city. Did something completely different before. What
Hey.
brings you here, buddy?
Oh, that's kind of what I'm into. Basically needed a new challenge and starting something new. But 2 years you've been here, you don't know a lot of people, huh? I don't know. I mean, I haven't been here quite a year yet, but me and Walter sure sad. Sure been getting along well.
Look who's ambitious. I like it.
I don't think I like
think
your
we're gonna be
tone.
on good terms, friend.
Well, interesting. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about David's tone. And he said he's been here for 2 years and still feels like a newbie, yet I've been here for not even a year. Me and Katie are on good terms. Me and Walter are on good terms. So, I wonder what's up with that. I'm gonna go talk to Walter and see what's really going on here. I don't know about this David guy. Alright. Well, off to Ben. Walter doesn't seem to know anything. He said David seemed like an alright fella to me. But yeah, I don't know. So Ben lives just down the road. Chat with him, see if he knows anything, because this is getting a little odd. Alright. Well, hey, Ben, thanks for the info, and hope we're still on good terms. I appreciate it. Wow. What a conversation that was. So, David came to town a couple years ago, like he told us, pursuing his new business venture on becoming a cattle rancher. And while I'm the new guy in town, between Walter, Katie, and now Ben, they've talked about me, and Walter shared my ambitions of becoming a chocolatier, and, well, part of that process is having a large amount of cows. And apparently David didn't take too kind to that. So the reason the past couple months our contracts haven't been so good is David has been trying to sabotage them and removing them, so that way there's nothing on the board for me to do. Interesting. So I went and spoke with Ben, and yeah, he kind of cleared that up. He said he doesn't want to get involved, but he just know that David does not like me, does not want me here, and is gonna do what it takes to make our journey as difficult as possible. That being said, I'm not too worried about it. That just makes me want it even more. It makes me want an even bigger and better farm. So, I don't care what it is. We're not working for David. Not that he would hire me anyways if he posted on the board, but I'm going to show him. And I don't care. I'll buy up every single plot of land he owns and we'll just run him out of town if that's how he's going to treat the new guy. I have no issues. We both could have cattle. Wouldn't have been a big deal. And if Walter hasn't welcomed him to this town yet, if he still feels like a newbie, we knew that there was something off with him. So I'm glad that that's all cleared up. But that just makes me sick. Well, the good news is, while chatting with Ben, he said his weeder broke down and needed some fields weeded. Not good news that his weeder was broke, but the good news is I have the same weeder he does. So I'm going to take care of these fields for him, show him that I am a good guy, and, you know, David's one with issues here. I know he doesn't want to get in the middle of it, but if he's going to take a side, well, I'm going to make sure he takes mine. So we're going to go get these covered for him. He still said he'd pay me, of course, so that's good. I'm going to head and knock both of these out. And we are finally all finished up with that. We got quite the jaunt back to our property, so just gonna head there. Just made it back. Want to make sure, keep my equipment all nice. We got the shed, and I want to make sure I'm using it right and keeping everything organized. Don't want that to be a waste. So park this back. And perfect. All that is done, and let's collect our payment. Just over $1,500 shy of no more debt. I'm getting this done today. That's happening. The Ramsey plan is in full effect. We are getting out of this hole. So once again, I'm gonna go pick up some work. Okay, I believe I've picked up our final contract. We're gonna hop in the John Deere, and we are gonna get some seeding done. Perfect, already has some seeds in it. We'll just top it off. Head over to the field. It's a small field. And get this knocked out. On our final little strip here. So get this last pass finished up. And then get this taken back to the property. Go collect our money. And make that final payment. It's about time. And here we are looking at the banking app on my phone. So we're sitting at 11,000 right now, 10,000 left to pay, 5,000 left to pay, and nothing left to pay. The loan is paid off. So only $1,000 left in our account. That's all right. That's going to be plenty to cover maintenance costs for next month. And we're getting into the harvest season. So we're going to be doing quite all right. Now we're going to be looking to expanding and all the equipment that I mentioned earlier. So it's exciting times. These past couple months have been quite the grind as far as collecting money, but we are done. No more loan. So I think it's time to take a break and maybe go out and celebrate and see if old Walter wants to join us in a celebration. With that being said, it's 5 o'clock, so I'm Original Farming, and I'll see you on the next one.